Chapter, text number 17, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on December 26, 1974, in Bombay, India.
O my dear mother, O daughter of Svayambhuva Manu, the time factor, as I have explained, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom the creation begins as a result of the agitation of the neutral, unmanifested nature.
प्रकृते गुणसाम्यस्य निर्विशेषस्य मानवी चेष्टा जतस्य भगवान काल इत्युपलक्षित. Now Bhagavan Kapil is describing what is the kala, time factor. Time factor is another manifestation or feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kala, the beginning of creation, that is the beginning of Kala. So, that beginning started by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sa-ikhata, these are the Vedic information. The Lord glanced over the Mahatattva, Sa-sujata, and in this way creation began. Creation is not without the touch of the Supreme Purusha, person. Parabrahma, Paramdhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusha. There is Purusha. There is Prakriti, woman, and Stri. If she is not in contact with a Purusha, then there is no creation. There is Samavastha. Prakriti Gunasammasya. Without the touch of Purusha, Prakriti remains Gunasamma. No manifestation of the three gunas. Prakriti Gunasammasya Nirvishesasya. At the time of Nirvishesh means without variety, without varieties. Nirvishesha Manavi, addressing his mother, Devahati. Devahati is the daughter of Svayambhuva Manu. And Svayambhuva Manu brought the daughter before, what is Kapil's father's name? Kadamamani. Kadamamani was a great mystic yogi, but he desired to marry, and immediately Svayambhuva Manu. The Svayambhuva Manu is also parampara. Is the son of sun god, Svayambhuva Manu. Imam vivasati yogam prattavana hamabhyam vivashana manavipra. This Manu is one of our predecessor Guru. Vivashana manavipra. Manu ikha kavibravit. Evam parampara praptam evam rajarsayo vidu. So, the spiritual science was spoken to Vivashan, the sun god. Therefore, the Kshatriyas, there are two families, one from the sun god, one from the moon god. So, Surya Vamsha, Chandra Vamsha. So, those who are Kshatriyas coming from the Surya Vamsha, Lord Ramchandra also appeared in the Surya Vangsha. So Prakriti Gunasammas. So Manu belongs to the Surya Vangsha, and the daughter of Manu is Devahati. Therefore, the son is addressing the mother, Manavi. Manavi. The Manusha, the word has come from Manu. Manusha. Manusha means coming from Manu. The human race, they are coming from Manu. So, therefore, the human society is controlled by the Manu Samhita. There is a book, Manu Samhita, law giving. Manu has given law. That law, at least the Hindus are the followers of the Vedic principle. Their law is Manu, Manusmriti. Manusmriti is also translated in Russian language. Professor Kotowski told me, in my statement there is, he has admitted that we have translated the Manusmriti. So, the Manav, the human race, has come from Manu. Therefore it is called Manusha, Manava. And the Manu's direct daughter, Devahuti, is addressed here by his son, Kapildev, Manavi. Prakriti Gunasammasya Nirvisheshasya. Gunasamma, when the three modes of material nature is not agitated, it is in the neutral stage. Gunasamma. The Gunasamma, the Buddha philosophy is the highest goal, is Gunasamma, where there is no manifestation by the agitation of the gunas. That is their ultimate goal. Gunasamma, Nibbana. On account of agitation of the three gunas, these manifestations are there. And that is called Vishesha. Vishesha means variety. And Nirvishesha or Nibbana, practically the same thing, finish these varieties and again become Nirvishesha, no variety, neutral state. That is the highest perfection of Buddha philosophy. Nirvishesha Shunyavad. There are two kinds of atheistic philosophers. One is Nirvishesha and the other is Shunyavad. So, my students, therefore, they address Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatar. The whole world is Nirvishesha Shunyavad. Some of them are advocates of zero. There are many big philosophers writing on zero. They believe in zero, but they write volumes of books. Why you are wasting time writing volumes of books on zero? After all, if you are going to be zero, remain zero. So, zero means disgust. Even Mahatma Gandhi, we have also heard in the paper. In the morning, the day when he was killed, the morning he was disgusted with so many different opposing elements, letters and news. So he said that I don't want to live anymore. It is too much disgusting to me. And the same evening he was killed. So this zero, void philosophy, when one becomes very much disgusted, they want to make it zero. Finish everything. So this nirvishesha or zero is undeveloped stage. Just like a girl, unmarried girl, is undeveloped stage. But when she comes in contact with a Purusha, then she develops with so many children. So that beginning of motherly life is called time. The time is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Purusha. Prakriti herself cannot produce anything. This material manifestation which we see, so beautiful cosmic manifestation, that is not alone by the Prakriti. As the materialistic scientists think that there was a chunk and there became manifested. These are foolish theories. Real is then in contact. Chaikhata, that is Vedic information. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead glanced over the Prakriti, Mahat Tattva, then the three gunas agitated. She begins to give birth in so many varieties of the 24 elements. We have already discussed the 24 elements. The ingredients are there. That is Prakriti. And Pradhana means when they are not manifest. And Prakriti means when they are manifest. And Prakriti, Pradhana, and above them there is the Purusha. That Purusha is Bhagavan, Sa Bhagavan. Chesta Jata Sa Bhagavan. Wherefrom the Prakriti begins to manifest. That is with the touch of Bhagavan. How touch? Chaikhata, by simply glancing over. The Prakriti becomes pregnant. Now, we cannot understand how one can make his wife pregnant simply by glancing. That is possible by Bhagavan. Therefore he is called Almighty. We have got experience. If we want to make pregnant my wife, then we have to use certain sense. The particular sense can make pregnancy. But the Supreme Personality of Godhead, being all-powerful, He can do anything from anywhere, from any sense. That is Almighty. We speak of Almighty, God is Almighty, but we do not understand what is the Almighty. This is Almighty. The Almighty Lord, simply by glancing over Prakriti, He makes the Prakriti pregnant, and the Prakriti produces so many varieties of life. Chesta. Chesta jata sa Bhagavan. So the Prakriti cannot give birth to the varieties. That is wrong theory. That is wrong theory. The real variety begins when the Prakriti is in touch with the Purusha. That is our experience also. How we can say that Prakriti can give birth, a woman can give birth to a child or many children without being touched with man? Where is our experience? There is no such thing. we should not take Prakriti as everything. We must find out the Purusha. Therefore, the Purusha who gives birth to these material varieties, that is Lord Shiva. And the Prakriti which gives birth to these varieties, that is Durga. Therefore, the original Prakriti and Purusha is represented by Shiva Linga and Devi pot. Those who are worshippers of Shiva Linga, they know the Devi pot and the Shiva Linga, their worship. The original father, Krishna says, Aham bija pada pita. I am the seed-giving father. Sarva junishu kauntyo sambhavanti murtaya. There are varieties of forms of life, how they are being begotten. So Krishna says, Aham bija pada pita. That pita, father, is Lord Shiva. So when Krishna comes in touch with Prakriti for giving birth of these varieties of forms of life, that is Shiva. That is Shiva. Shiva is not different from Krishna, but still Shiva is not Krishna. This is called inconceivable, one and different. Inconceivable, one and different. The example is given just like milk and sugar, dahi. Dahi is not different from milk. It is milk. It is milk, everyone knows. But it is not milk at the same time. You cannot get the benefit of milk by drinking dahi or sugar. Milk is used for different purpose and dahi is different purpose. When you take too much milk, you get dysentery. And if you go to the physician, he gives you some medicine to take with sugar, dahi. So, dahi or sugar is not different from milk, but it is not milk. Similarly, all these demigods, especially Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, they are the original chief demigods from Vishnu. So, these demigods are even we are also the same principle, the living entities. Brahma is also in the category of living entities, and Lord Shiva is between the living entities and the Supreme Lord, in between. Therefore, you cannot keep Lord Shiva as living entity category, neither Vishnu category, via media. Shirang jatha dadhivikara vishesha samjuga. The Supreme Personality of Godhead does not come directly in touch with this Prakriti. But the form by which he touches this Prakriti, that is Lord Shiva. Therefore, Lord Shiva is not different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. At the same time, he is not the Supreme Personality. This is the conclusion. So that Tishta Jatasya Bhagavan. Therefore, Lord Shiva's another name is Kala Bhairav. Kala Bhairav. And he is the master of the annihilation. When this whole material creation will be required to be destroyed, it will be done by Lord Shiva. It is created by Lord Brahma, it is maintained by Lord Vishnu, and when it will be destroyed, it will be done by Lord Shiva. Therefore, There are three original demigods. So, Kala Bhairav, Chesta, Jatasya Bhagavan, Kala, Itupalakshita. So Kala, time factor, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is above these 24 ingredients of material elements. It is in between the spiritual element and the material element, via media, that Kala. This is the description of Kala. So, we should not think the real purport of this verse should be understood that if we are misled by thinking that Prakriti is working alone and is giving birth of varieties of things, Sabhishesha, that is wrong theory. It is exemplified like in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, just like in goats you will find on the neck, and it's called neck or throat, there are some nipples. Have you seen it? So, if somebody thinks that there is nipple, there will be milk also. No, there is no milk. That is different. Similarly, if some person foolishly thinks that material nature, Prakriti, is the cause of varieties of manifestation, that is wrong. That is wrong. It is done by the Purusha, the Supreme Person, through the agency of Prakriti. Just like a man begets children through the agency of woman. Similarly, the varieties of this material world is due to the Supreme Person, Purusha. Purusha Shasvatam, original, eternal Purusha. That is accepted by Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. Parabrahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Bhavan, you are Purusha Shasvata. So, God is always Purusha. Purusha means the enjoyer, the male part, male and female, two parts required, negative and positive. So, the male part is Bhagavan and the female part is the Prakriti, and combination of Purusha and Prakriti is the varieties of creation. This is Sankhya. So, we should not be misled that Prakriti itself has given so varieties of manifestation, cosmic manifestation. That is not possible. You have to accept the Purusha theory by your practical experience, that without Purusha, no Prakriti can give birth, anything. Similarly, these varieties of manifestation in the world, in the material world, it is due to the combination of Prakriti and Purusha. So the atheistic philosopher, they think that this combination of Prakriti and Purusha is without any aim, without any idea. Just like a man and woman meets and they may have sex. There was no idea, but they have sex. They give this example. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter. There is no aim. And then Purusha becomes subdued by the Prakriti and the manifestation comes. But this Kapila Dev you will find, and we Vaishnava philosophers, we do not admit this, that without any aim, there is aim. Why Krishna says that this material world, bhutta bhutta praliyate, bhutta bhutta, there is aim. The manifestation of Prakriti, cosmic manifestation, is there to give the living entities another chance for liberation. One chance is given, just like we have got, the Prakriti is now manifested, and we are living entities, we are here. Sarvajoni Shukaunteya Sambhavanti Murtaya, in many varieties. So what is the aim? The aim is God realization. By evolutionary process, gradually we come to the human form of life. Pasiting chaturang chaiva, jivajati, jiva and different species of life, they are evolving. Janajana lakhani, savara, lakhavimsati, kirmayo ridra sankhaka, pakshinam dasalakhakam. In this way, the evolution is coming. From aquatics to plants life, then insect, reptiles, then birds, then beasts, then human life. So this human life, civilized human life, followers of the Vedic principle, that is Arya. Therefore the followers of Vedic principle, they are called Arya, advanced. Because those who are followers, just like Manu Sangita, it is Aryan literature, Vedic literature. So Aryan means advanced. Advanced means civilized. So if we civilized people, we give up this Aryan literature or Vedic literature and take to Jasusi literature, to waste our time, sex literature, then we are committing suicide. The Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Anadi Bahirmukh Jeev, Krishna bhuli gela. The Krishna is the original father, we have forgotten. Anadi. Anadi means before the creation. Adi means the creation. So, this is a chance. This creation is there to give us chance to come to our original position, Krishna consciousness. So there is aim. It is not without aim. There is aim. And when there is creation, when there is civilized human being, and still they are not taking to Krishna consciousness, then Krishna comes personally to teach them. Yada yada hi dharma sabdani bhavati bharata tadatmanam sijamaham. So these civilized nations should take advantage of this Vedic literature. The Kadamuni is teaching Sankhya philosophy. Krishna is teaching Bhagavad Gita. And if we do not take advantage of this thing, then again we are in the oblivion. Again the cosmic manifestation will be annihilated and will remain in slumbering state for many millions and millions of years. Again there will be creation. Bhutta bhutta praliyate. This is the mode of creation. So we should take advantage of this Vedic literature. Tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva vigachet. Everyone should approach the bona fide spiritual master and take lessons from the Vedic literature. Then this life will be successful. We are rotting in this material world. Bhutta bhutta praliyate, getting one short type of body, live there for some time, again it is annihilated, again another body, and we do not know what kind of body. That will depend on our karma. So, but you have to accept tatha dehantara prapti. So, this is going on under the influence of kala. So, people should be enlightened that don't remain asleep. Uttisthata jagrata prapta paran nibodhata. Now you are civilized human being. You can read and write, you can understand. So jagrata. Now get up, be awakened. Study this Vedic literature, especially the sense of Vedic literature. Srimad Bhagavatam. Nigama kalpatarur galitam phalamidam. Nigama means Vedic literature, Vedic knowledge. And it's right in proof. Nigama kalpatarur galitam phalam idam. Srimad Bhagavatam. So, here Srimad Bhagavatam, chant Hare Krishna and be successful in your life. Thank you very much.